Welcome to Charting Crypto for June the 22nd, 2022. My friends, I'm showing you the weekly chart, and there's some important things to see here. You can see where Bitcoin topped out back at $69,000 is what this chart shows. At one point, that was the week of the 8th of November 21, and since then, it has moved down sideways, popped up a little bit in March, and then rolled over. And over the last 2 weeks, pushed through. It touched the 200 EMA back on the week, during the week of the 9th of May, and now it has solidly moved through it. Started moving through it last week, the week beginning the 13th of June, and then this week, just down through it. Not hitting the lows of last week, this week, but again, just a hammering down. Red, 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 and just bleeding off. And of course, what is it doing to all of the crypto space? It is affecting everything. This is what Ethereum looks like from its high down. And again, you look at these charts, many of them look very similar to what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the big player. If Bitcoin's doing great, so many of those other little cryptocurrencies, and Ethereum, not so little, but nowhere near as big as Bitcoin, they all seem to do okay if Bitcoin's doing okay. But if Bitcoin gets a cold, everybody else is in the hospital. We look at this is a chart I like to look at. I like to share with you on occasion. It is the BITW, that is the Bitwise Top 10 Crypto Index Fund. It's the top 10 cryptocurrencies weighted based upon market share. And you can see again that it is similar to Bitcoin. You'll have the pop-ups when Bitcoin pops up and then rolling over, hammering down on this weekly chart. Very, very tough across the crypto space. I have been repeating myself week after week here lately. There is no reason for me to be in any of these cryptocurrencies. Everything else looks to me like gambling. If you are using our charts and our methods of trading and you are finding any cryptocurrencies that are working for you, please let me know. I chart the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and if you are finding anything across the board that you are able to track, you are able to use the 200 EMA along with the STC, helping you find any kind of trades that are worth getting into, I would love to hear it, because I'm not seeing anything, nor am I seeing anything with any of these other ETFs that we track. I mean, again, everything just a hammering down across the board. So it is pretty tough and bloody out there. And I would just encourage you to keep your powder dry, pay attention to these things. When this turns around, we'll darn sure give you notice so that you can look at jumping into some practice trades, but it is quite bloody, and I don't know when it's going to get any better, but it is quite nasty out there, friends. That is what I have to relate to you this week, waiting for Bitcoin to straighten itself out. Of course, when I look at Bitcoin and look at something to potentially get into, told you guys I don't have any of my money in any of these crypto exchanges. Some of them are falling on some hard times, and some crazy stuff is happening with the stopping of trading, with all sorts of problems as you see the blood in the streets in the crypto market. So I have been very careful in that regard. One thing that I continue to look at and watch as long as it keeps working and stays solvent are things like the 3 Bitcoin future ETFs. Again, they are short-term future contracts that track the Bitcoin price pretty well. I did actually trade this exact ETF back a few months ago when we had the ability to do some trades up in Bitcoin, and it was quite liquid, easy to buy, easy to sell, easy to trade. And of course, we're able to track pretty accurately Bitcoin. So I would encourage you, when Bitcoin does turn around, when these other cryptocurrencies turn around and you get interested in them, please practice trade them and be very careful what you are doing out there. Now again, practice trading doesn't cost you anything. Fractional trading on Bitcoin, at least with this little ETF, is not so bad. Why? Because it's cheap. You can buy 1 share or 5 shares for less than $100, and if you lose 20%, it's $20 out of your pocket. You start putting real money here, don't know what you're doing with this kind of volatility, it'll kill you. But if you're practice trading it and you're learning how to deal with the volatility, how to reduce the size of your trade based upon volatility, using your average true range to set your profit and loss bands. Again, all of the things we teach every day here, all the trainings we have at the channel, I would encourage you to use. That is where we are. I just appreciate you guys being with us. Of course, this first goes out to our Patreon members. Hats off to you guys. You help support us for all the work we do at the channel. As you guys know, we put all this out to you free every day. My real heroes are the Patreon members who we send this training out to first. Wednesdays, we put it out to everyone else on Fridays. And we just appreciate those Patreon supporters for all they do to help us deal with the costs associated with the channel, the bandwidth, the texting service, the emails, everything. God bless you guys. And thank you all for being with us. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Of course, the more you guys support us, giving us thumbs up, subscribing at YouTube, of course, supporting us at Patreon, it just allows us to broaden ourselves out and to get the word out to so many other people, because folks really need the information we share for free to protect themselves and to learn. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.